spurt closer, but knowing that he's nowhere near, if you see what I mean.
Well, Taylor's average just below 98 now. Priestley 94 and a half. And
100.
well, it's still a top quality match despite the fact that they're just dropping off a little in the last 4 or 5 legs, but you can't blame them because, as you mentioned, John, it's really, really hot up there, and this has been
100.
a marathon quarter-final.
And nobody has left his or her seat. It is indeed a gripping game, as once more Priestley proves that he is one heck of a darts player. Wonderful stuff from the menace, his 6th maximum.
Well, Taylor must be thinking, what have I got to do to put Priestley away? I don't think there's been more than
60.
3 legs in it in the entire match. Taylor at one stage, I think maybe 2 legs. He was 6-4 up. It's been that close throughout this classic quarter-final, and Priestley with another one. Well, a possible 11-darter for Dennis Priestley. You saw Taylor's reaction.
Yeah, Priestley will be thinking, if only I can do this now against the throw, having put away 41, which of course he's got to do first. It's 2 consecutive 180s to line up for 14-13. Double 16 it is, as Taylor before took it. So might he, some thought it was in.
25.
But he'll be back for double 8.
The tension builds. Some people can't look. The nails are being bitten right down. 2 8s for Priestley. Has to get it this time to stay within touching distance of the power. What a dart! What a player! What a quarter-final!
Yes, a 13-dart finish for Dennis Priestley. 14-13 the score. Advantage still Taylor. That one vital break ahead. But Priestley is absolutely back in this match. And the potential is there for him to break back should Taylor give him half a chance. But that's not a bad start from the power, as the game is lifted again to the sort of level we've experienced before.
There's Jenny Priestley, and I wonder what she must be going through watching, because whatever happens, she can be proud of her husband.
Because it's hard to believe, isn't it, as we said at the start, this the 14th televised contest between the two, and Priestley won the first, but Taylor's won every one since, albeit not always by the widest of margins, but he's on occasions had the narrowest of edges over his adversary, and on occasions he's beaten him pretty soundly. But Priestley's not the only one who's been beaten soundly by Taylor over the years, but he's one of the few who has fairly consistently given him something to think about as well, and that's worth thinking about as Taylor fires in his 3rd maximum of the match.
Perfect timing from the power. Taylor takes this leg. He's 1 away from victory.
And for the second year running, he'll be 15-13 ahead. The difference is that last year, of course, by way of the tie-break situation, it was a winning score, but that was in the second round, and this, therefore, a slightly longer game.
It was Priestley's mistake. He left himself on a bogey to give Taylor 6 darts. So Taylor's going to have 3 more at double 16.
Well, I'll tell you what, Stuart, I did wonder at the time, but because there was so much play ahead of them, preferred not to make mention of it. But in that first session, wonderfully though Priestley threw, he had 1 missed dart at double 16, and more importantly, 3 missed darts at a double to take the session. And this is now where it matters most. 15-13, might have been 14-14, but he can't afford to think of things gone by. Pivotal moments they may have been, but there may be 1 or 2 more yet, as Taylor, recognising Priestley has only started with 60, will surely recognise this as a moment when he can come in for the kill. And down he comes for 19s to put some daylight here between himself and the Yorkshireman. And Priestley now has yet again got to find more than just his level best.
I wonder, has the
58
Priestley challenge come to an end? Is Taylor about to see off the old enemy once again in what has been an epic quarter-final?
Done enough, because he's 119 ahead, and even if Priestley hits here a 180, then Taylor will only be 61 behind. And though he hit 2 consecutive maximums in the previous leg, now he could do with 1, and it ain't there.
Priestley really must be hurting, because he has given it his all. 10-8 up, just, it appears, unable to find that extra little gear, that next little level to switch off the power.
Yes, there was an opportunity, of course, instead of 10-10 for 11-9. But again, we can look back on moments like this. They're all part of a wonderful game of darts, those missed darts as well as the ones that have struck the target. And, is this the final blow for Phil Taylor?
128 to win it in style. He won't be too worried. All that matters is getting that final dart and getting across the finishing line. And, well, he's going to have at least 6 darts from here to win the match. But Priestley has performed heroics for nearly 2 hours in this quarter-final. And now it seems that Taylor is about to take his place in the semi-final.
This is the double with which he won the UK Open little more than 12 months ago, and there it is, double 14, a fraction in for a place in the semi-final of the tournament. He wants to win so much. The World Match Play semi-finalist Phil Taylor, But Dennis Priestley has, for the second year running, proved that he is a match for the very, very best.